Hi everyone, in this episode I want to show you how I make my Keto Spring Rolls. I'm making prawn Keto Spring Rolls. It's just another one to add to sort of the Chinese element of my keto cooking. I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. So let's get started. Okay, our first step is to make the pastry. So I'm going to actually use a variation of the fathead dough, which is the cheese-based one. So we'll get started with that. Firstly, we need 3 cups of mozzarella. One, 2, 3. We just need 60 grams of the Philadelphia cream cheese. And then that goes into the microwave for just a minute. So we'll pop that in the microwave. So that's just been in the microwave for a minute. We'll just give that a bit of a stir through and we'll pop it in for another minute. What we need to do is get that cheese nice and melted. Okay, so that's a further minute, so 2 minutes all up. Just give that a really good mix through. Now we're going to add a cup and a half of the almond flour. And a half. And we'll pop in the 2 eggs. That's 1, 2. I find the best way to mix this through is to actually use your hands. It's just far easier tackling the cheese that way than it is using a food processor or a wooden spoon. So just whack on, it is quite sticky, the dough, so I do whack on some gloves and we'll get into it. We just need to make sure it's well combined. And to roll this dough out, you really need to have parchment paper or baking paper to be able to do that. So let's get that sorted. Okay, so I've just gotten all of our mess cleaned up and got our paper ready. So we're just going to grab out our dough. And I'm just going to take a third of what's here, because I want to try and get it, you know, as thin as I can without getting too thin that I can't deal with it. One, two, let's grab a third. Three. Now we can take these off. Because it's quite a sticky a sticky dough, I actually will use some coconut flour just to ensure that we can maneuver our spring roll dough. I'm just going to sprinkle that on there. And we'll go ahead and roll that out. I won't show you this in normal time. I'll speed it up so you can get through it quite quickly. Okay, so this is all of our pastry now done, and that's just going to be popped in the fridge while we do all of our filling. Time for us to get the filling all sorted out. What we have here is half a kilo of green prawns, peeled, deveined and chopped up. So we'll just pop that in our bowl. We also have half a tin of water chestnuts, which is these ones here, that have been finely chopped. I have 2 medium spring onions that have been finely chopped. And we need to put in 4 cloves of garlic. Now we need 1 egg white. So just in a separate bowl here, I'll separate the egg from the egg white. I always do it in a separate bowl just in case you muck it up. I'll just pop that in. Now we need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so just, you know, a good few turns. We'll have 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Then we have 2 teaspoons of tamari, which is the soy sauce. And we give that a good stirring. So we have to make sure we have all the ingredients mixed together well. So that's our mixture all ready to go. We just need to get our pastry ready and we'll start filling it up. Okay, so now we have our mixture and we have our first roll of pastry. So I'll just show you one and then I'll do the rest under time lapse. So I'm just going to create the size that I think's good. You don't need too much filling. It's really just so you get a bite with flavour. And just roll him up. Try and keep all the mixture inside. And close off the ends. Just pinch them. And there's our first one. So we'll pop that aside and I'll do the rest under time lapse so you can see me work. Okay, so these are all of our spring rolls that we've just made. Now I'm going to cook up a couple of them to give them a taste. So I've just got some avocado oil. It's just my preference to cook at high heat. So I'm just going to do a shallow fry. Just wait until that starts to fizzle. We're good to go. So we just want to cook them for 3 to 4 minutes in total. Okay, so we have those cooked. I'm just going to plate them up. We'll just open one of these up to show you. Okay, look inside. It's very hot. Very, very good. Nice and a little bit crunchy, really full of flavour. So there we have it. We have our spring rolls. So I hope you enjoy them as much as we do.